Now, Bernie Sanders proposed a 32-hour work week. The measure will require companies to cut hours but preserve the pay. So you're still, okay, I'll tell you. A push to slash the standard work week from 40 hours to 32 hours.
Same pay.
Same pay. Gaining a foothold in the Senate with a proposal that would require businesses to offer a 32-hour work week but preserve the employee's pay.
32-hour work week is knocking off 8 hours. So what is he thinking? One day is off?
Or maybe an hour or something.
Longer break, or you come in later and work later. 32. Anyway,
probably work it out. Yeah, probably work it out.
I don't know if he's going to pass that one.
Why would a company pass that?
Well,
what benefit would that make me as a company to do that?
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't understand. I guess I need to hear more of what's his reason behind that, because what people are doing now at these companies is they're still working a 40-hour week. They're just not physically in the office all the time. They're working from home. They have more flexibility. So you don't feel 40 hours because you're at home.
He said that the 40-hour work week came in 1940 when machinery was made. People were using on the production lines and stuff. Mm-hmm. So we don't have that anymore. So why are we still sticking with a 40-hour work week?
But even when
it says the United Kingdom, a study found last month found 9 in 10 companies opted to retain a 4-day work week after participating. So they like it. They have it over there.
That's to me a 4-day work week.
Yeah.
Which a lot of companies have switched to as well. But it's still 40 hours though.
You still got to pay. It's not 40 hours. You get 32 hours, but you still got to get the same pay.
No, I'm saying some people who have switched to the 4-day thing, there's still 40 hours because your 4 days is not 8 hours. It's longer. You have Friday off or you have Monday off or something. He's saying definitely do 32 hours, but get paid like you were working 40 hours.
Well, now the Republicans don't like it, of course.
I don't understand how he can. Okay, I kind of see both sides.
They say that it'll go overseas. They said it'll ship the jobs overseas. And they also said the employers won't like it.
Yeah. I don't see how you can justify working 32 hours and still getting paid 40 if you're saying that whole 40 started back in the 40s and we don't have machinery anymore. So why not cut it down to 32 and you get paid 32?
No, you don't want to cut people's pay.
Then leave it 40 then.
Well, that's the whole point.
You're not going to get 32 hours from somebody and paying them 40. Somebody feel like you're getting cheated.
Somebody said for the bill to reach President Joe Biden's desk, it would need to garner majority support in the Republican-controlled House. Now, one Republican said it will never get through Congress, not in my lifetime.
I don't think it will. I don't like it. As if I had my own
What's
company,
your purpose? Yeah, what's your reasons?
I don't like that. I feel like until I hear more and more what he's saying, to me as a company that owns this company, you're cheating me out of 8 hours that you could still be doing something. And I'm paying you for 40?
You know what I would say?
I should pay you for the exact hours you worked.
What I would say is, I don't mind you saying they don't have to be in an office for 40 hours.
I like that.
I like if he presented a bill that said 32 of the hours have to be in the office, if you have a job like that.
Yeah.
And then 8 of it can be you at home still working.
Yeah, like that. But not
that's only if your employer approves it.
But not to work 32 hours only, and I'm paying you 40 hours of work. I don't know where Bernie is getting that from.
Emerald says, I like to work for 10-hour days. Okay. So you would rather do 10-hour days and then have 1 day off.
Some of the nurses that I had when I was in the hospital, they had shifts like that.
Yeah.
Real long hours for certain days.
And she said, and I have 3 days off.
Yeah.
Justice says they have a hard time getting these young people to work. Maybe that's why Bernie Sanders is saying it.
For the younger
generation. You got to remember Bernie Sanders. A lot of young people like Bernie Sanders because he thinks about things that the younger generation is kind of thinking of. But here's the I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The younger generation can be lazy. Give me 40 hours of work. I can only work 32.
And would they just ship it over to another country? Because what you're not willing to do, somebody else is.
There are other countries. We did a lot of offshore, and we got in trouble for one of the offshores because they got us in trouble that we had to be before Congress with that one. But they are quick. They'll get paid the very low minimum of wages for that job where we're going rush away.
The working class, I there's a part of me that understands what Bernie is saying. Mm-hmm. You got this young generation, like Justice is saying, they not working no 40 hours, and they not going to be stuck in no building for 40 hours.
And they need to find something else to do then.
But then you got AI coming too. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
And everybody's going to social media, right? They're trying to be a social media influencer.
But everybody can't get on one thing and then everybody try to get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's a hard one because how do you save the working class? Keep jobs in America. Mm-hmm. You know what? Ask Comb over that question. When they have a debate, him and Biden. Instead of asking them stupid questions like the media does all the time, ask them about that. How you going to save the working class in the future, bozo? What's your idea?
That man don't care about the working class. He cares about everybody on his level as far as income.
How do you get young people back to work? Tell us, bozo. Now, he might say something that we might go,
profound. Okay. That may get him in. If it's some really good idea. They
may ask Joe Biden a question, and Joe Biden might be the old Democrat that says, we're going to have to stay with 40 hours. Yeah. If not, they're going to ship the jobs over, and AI is going to take over, and this and that. And then Comb over steps to the mic and says, I don't agree with that. Well, what do you think? I think these young kids are like a social media and stuff like that. How about have them do stuff if they only work 30 hours, maybe 10 or something of the hours could be them doing marketing and going out and doing stuff on the media, getting the word of the company out there, hashtagging stuff. And then people will be like,
who's for?
Dang, Joe do seem old.
Who's for taxing big companies? Like an Amazon. What side?
That would be the Democrats.
Both sides. Democrats would want
to.
The Republicans don't care?
No, they not. They business. They for the business.
So they don't want to tax.
They don't want Amazon going to another country. Oh, so they not union and all that stuff. They don't want people to don't mess up the business.
Cut their taxes low to keep the jobs in the states.
So that's a question for Comb over and old man Joe. Mm-hmm. How are you going to save the jobs in the future when everything is going overseas and you got a group of young people that's coming up that don't want to work in an office and do 9 to 5 or 40 hours and they don't stay? We got cousins that's young. They stay on their job for about a week and they out of here. Mm-hmm. You buy him a new lunchbox with the name of the company on it, and he's moved on to another company.
Or a name tag. He carries it with him.
My mother be coming, such and such is working at such. Oh, really? Oh. And then next week, he don't work there no more.
What? I took them to work last week. To their first day.
No. Tell us. Let's figure out how to get them there. Okay. So maybe, Lenore, you take them on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Kim, you take them on Tuesday and Thursday. So now we thinking, okay, we'll rearrange everything. We'll get up in the morning and we'll take them. He ain't even going back the next week.
We done worked out a whole...
I don't need to do that. I found out I can make more money doing Uber Eats.
And you know who you are too. If you're listening to us, you know who we talking about.
I don't need to do that. I found out there's a app called Pixelated, and I go on there for about 2 hours. I make about $200. I said,
but
why would I want to go to a stupid company and sit there all day?
But I just took you to the new job. I was so happy you did orientation and everything. You're not there no more.
I'm not doing that.
Oh my God.
I gotta wear shirt and tie and all of that.
Ugly hat. Remember on Good Times when JJ came in and worked for that chicken shack? He had that big chicken.
The clucker.
He had the chicken hat on his head walking around. He was happy. about that job.
And you know what? To be perfectly honest with you,
Wow.
I'm not young, but I totally agree. I used to sit in the office for hours for $100. Now we can go out and do Uber Eats and do 4 or 5 drop-offs of some stupid McDonald's. I got $100.
Yeah, you pay your rent and everything, and don't even have to go wear an ugly uniform
and get up at a certain time and go sit
and check.
Who wants to do that?
See, that's the problem, and a lot of offshore people do. Most of the time, you pick up the phone, you hear an accent, don't you? Yeah. Offshore.
And the people who service us that do Uber and Grubhub, they're in some farm in India. I call, I hear chickens in the background. I'm like, hello?
Hello?
Hold on.
Seriously, we heard an animal in the background.
I mean,
Put you on hold.
No. Okay, now, you say,
if we were to trace where these offshore people are picking up our calls.
You say the store's restaurant closed? Yeah. Just hit button. Say restaurant closed.
They in another country. They can care less what Uber issue you're having.
Or contact us. Ring, ring, ring. Customers say he didn't receive food. Look, I left it on the doorstep. Okay.
They don't even fight for it.
I went into one place, the restaurant lady owner. Who can I talk to? I call and it's a machine. I'm complaining. I don't like Grubhub. They do this. I said, you talking to a machine.
Yeah. If you get a live person,
I said, it's one guy who owns the company. You're not going to talk to him. You're going to talk to a machine.
That's probably why a lot of Uber now is kind of straightening up with a lot of the situations they're dealing with, especially the Uber drivers, because people are now unsafe when they're getting into Uber driving and whatever. So
I don't know.
They gotta pick up. I see what you're saying.
I understand
now,
what you're saying.
The younger generation, 32 hours.
They're not even gonna work 32 hours. To be honest with you,
yeah, get them to work.
You trying to get them to work 32 hours, and they like that's too much.
25 is 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day.
No,
they don't even want to do that.
So I understand what you're saying, Bernie, but like this Republican guy said, not in my lifetime.
Yeah,
we're not passing that.
They're not passing that one.
What did somebody say? Let's see. I have time to get into the young.
32 hours.
Oh, Justice says I have a hard time getting these youngsters to work at all. We said that. Wendy says 10 hours, 4 days a week. 4 days a week. Emerald says the young have a short attention span and don't want to be told what to do.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard for them if they're already struggling with this.
Do y'all see that commercial that come on YouTube? Till you work till you're 102. Don't be a future you. And we say, so you didn't save up, so you have to work to 102. And then when he comes in, it's a little young man saying, "You're late." Ooh, and he's 102.
Oh no!
So they said, "Don't be me. Start putting money to the side now, so you have some money."
No, work until you're 102.
Until you're 102.
Oh wow!
And a little snotty nosed kid is asking you,
your boss,
telling you late.
Oh my goodness!
And you getting up at 102 to come to work.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's that. Bernie, I don't think that's gonna pass, buddy.
Sorry, Bernie.
529 to the 59th power to the 100. Divide 152 to 500. 5,000 people are taking care of 3,000.9 people. In 2050, it'll be 500,000.9
Bernie Sanders
divided by 6, taking care of 3 people in the whole country.
You're right.
He been giving all these numbers and nobody cares, Bernie.
He is so funny.
All right.
Okay.
Nobody cares. All right. So.